Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, for the second time, I've already just done this, but I think I cut the card a bit wrong. So I've come on today to show you how to make, and I did share it on my Facebook, this gorgeous little tote bag. It is made out of card. I'm going to use my sewing machine, and as you can see, I've stitched all the way around the front and the back. I've pleated it again, the same as I did this bag the other day, but I just thought I'd try it in a different way. And inside it just holds two little face masks, ideal for Christmas, weddings, birthdays, little girls' birthday parties, anything like that. I've been asked if this bow is leather. It's not actually, it is just card. So yeah, that's what we're going to make. I've decided to use this card. It's a really nice sparkly grey. It is a bit on the thick side, so it can be a bit difficult to pleat. The thinner the card, the better it will go. To create the corners, I just took a die, a circle. This one measures roughly, the inside of it is about 2 3/4 inches wide in there. I just laid it on the edges, drew around, so you put it on your corner, you draw around it and then cut it off. Then the size of the card, this one measures, it's 5.5 inches by 8 inches. And we're going to do a few scores on there. So for whatever size you do, I did make a larger version, but like I said, the thicker the card, the harder it is to create the pleats, as you'll see in a second. This is the larger style. You can see a few creases. I don't mind that. Quite big. That's the back again. I've added the tulle there. There's the size difference, so you can, it's really a lot bigger. And all I've done is just use an 11-inch piece by the full 8 1/4 inch on the A4. So if you was going to use a 12 by 12 inch piece, you do your 12, and the scores are going to be the same. You find the centre score. So on this one we've got an 8-inch one, so the centre you want to score at 4, 3.5, 3 and 2.5, then at 4.5, 5 and 6 and 5.5. So 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 and 5.5, and then you'll have that. If you had a 12-inch piece, it'd be 6, and then you'd go back, and then you'd go forward the same. You've got 7 score lines. So I hope you understood that. I've got a piece of tulle, which is this piece. We're going to double that up and sew it onto the bag. So what we're going to do is find the middle score and fold that in half and score. Then you're going to miss one and go to the next score and fold that. Then you're going to go back to the centre, miss one and score that side. So you're just scoring every other pleat, but start from the centre. Then what you want to do, this is a bit hard now because this is thick card. If you did it in paper, it would probably go really well. So you're just going to pinch and fold to that first score line, and then just squeeze down there. So just pinch and really press the top, but don't press the bottom. Okay, so you've got that. Then you're going to take this one and fold it halfway to this score line. So again, just grabbing it. Take a minute to just grab it, and then pinch and just press and crease the rest of your pleat. And then the last one, same again, just try and grab it. Can slip like you just saw then. Halfway, press, and then just give that a squeeze. And there are your 3 pleats. So they will sit now like that. Okay, so now you want to glue them. I have got my hot glue gun on, but I'm just going to do it with regular glue first and see how we get on. You do need to hold it if you're just using normal glue, the thicker the card. If it's just paper, you don't. It'll only take a minute. But just placing some glue. Don't worry if it seeps out, it's fine because you are going to put some tulle on. So just push them pleats back where you had them and just hold them down for a minute or 2 or however long it takes. You could put some clips on and then do your second piece, but I have already gone ahead and done my second piece and stitched the tool on, and then you're going to tuck the tool behind. So you do need 2 of these. So I'm just going to give that a little minute and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've come back, and what you're going to do is I've fetched in my sewing machine. You're going to take your piece of tulle now, fold it in half so that the 2 edges are together at the top and the folded edge will be at the bottom. Take your bag and overlap it a little bit here, and then keeping it folded, you're just going to stitch that all the way across. Okay, so if you just want to turn it down, then you can just turn it down a minute while I stitch this. So I'm just putting my needle in, and I've got a setting on my machine that lets me leave the needle down, so that if I need to stop and turn or anything like that, the needle stays in. So like I said, overlap it a little bit and lay it into your machine. Put your needle down, and then you want to do a back stitch as well. Okay, so I'm going to go forward and then back. So I've just stopped just to keep my tool together, and then I'm going to carry on. Over the pleats, stopping again. And then I'm just going to carry on to the end, and don't forget to do a reverse stitch as well. I want to get up then. So just cutting off your threads. Just going to move the sewing machine out of the way for a moment. So then what you've got is this. Okay, so then what we're going to do is turn those under and just glue them down. So you could just cut a little bit off and cut a little bit off there. And then we're just going to take a little bit of double-sided tape and then put that on each side, and then use your bone folder, and then you can just pull off that backing tape there and off there. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is just pull the tool over the tape, and then that will just keep that sealed nicely in. If you've got anything hanging over the edge, just cut it off. Okay, so there's our 2 pieces. Then what you're going to do is put them back to back, and just because we freehand cut it, you might not be exactly level, but it doesn't matter. I just line up one edge, take a paper clip, not too close, because you're going to put it back in the machine, and then just line up the other side, taking a paper clip, alright, and then just press the bottom. It's fine if it's not level at the bottom, because obviously you're going to cut everything differently, but you can cut all this off at the end. So just putting a clip in there just to hold them in. I'm going to bring back in the sewing machine. And if you haven't got a sewing machine, or you don't feel confident enough to sew, you don't have to. You can just glue all these bits that I'm sewing. It will still turn out exactly the same as what I've done. It just won't have the fancy stitch, but you could get a pencil and you could draw it in, anything like that. So do not worry if you don't have a sewing machine, it's fine. So what we're going to do is stitch now all the way around to the top. Okay, So I'm going to put that back in. If you want to turn the sound off again or lower your sound, do that now. I'm just going to stitch all around this edge, okay? So forward and do your reverse stitch. So forward, reverse, and then all the way around the edge. When you get to the corner, you could either stop, keep your needle in, and just pivot it around. I'm just going to carry on going because I do feel quite confident to just turn it around. So then you can just take out that paper clip and just turn it around. And then when you get to the pleat, just give it a little press, just so it stitches over the pleats. Okay. Keep going round, back to the next corner. Just bringing that down. And then I'm going to turn it around again on that corner. And then straight back up the other side. I'm just going to take that paper clip off. And then just keep them together. Don't forget to do your reverse stitch again. And then you can pull your threads off, right? And cut that off. So we don't need that sewing machine now. I'll turn that off. I'll turn that off in a minute. So then you can just take off your paper clips. Cut your threads, or you could leave them on if you like them on. And there is our bag. So what you can do now is you could come in and recut these shapes a little bit. So you could bring back in your shape, draw around, and then just trim these off. Okay. So I'm just going to bring it up to my face because that's how I feel more confident in cutting, because I just need it to be closer to my face. I don't know why. So then I'll try and do this next one on the camera. Just like I wear glasses, so it's easier when something's up to my face. So just cut it off. Up to the side, and then there we go. There's a little bit there. So anywhere where your card is overlapped, just cut it down. So there's the bag front and back. Then I have my Elena Craft bow, and I've just made a little bow, and we're going to hot glue that there. But before we do, for the straps, I'm just using these ones. They're not the perfect match, but I don't have any more of that card. But you can match yours up perfectly. So where's my bone folder? Take your bone folder and just give them a little curve. These straps actually match the bow, so they probably will work okay. You want to have 4 brads. I've just got some silver ones. And then what I did was I've got a foam mat here. Can I hear that baby? It's actually next door. I'm just going to, underneath the tool, I'll come down about 1.5 inches and just pop a little mark on, and then come in 1 inch as well. Oh, that was quite on point actually. Okay, so come down 1 inch from either side, 1.5 inches, sorry, and then come in 1 inch. Okay. So then what you're going to do, so that you get 2 identical holes, let me just zoom you in. So we've got a mark. You want to take your pokey tool and just poke straight through both holes. Right. And then come into the next one and poke that in. Like that. Where's the back? Okay, so then what you want to do with these straps, I just took my grid mat, the 1/2 centimetre, and 1/2 inch by 12, and I've just gone in a 1/2 inch in and a 1/2 inch up and just popped a little hole there. So put it on the 1/2 inch mark, go in 1/2 inch, go up 1/2 inch. And you just want to repeat that on the second one as well. And on the other side. And then you can just get your mat again and poke them a little bit more to get a better hole. Okay. And then what you can do then is push your brad. These are the only size brads I've got, so I'm just going to use these. There we go. So push your brad in there. Yeah, that's on. And just pop your hands in, just to give it a little push. And then push your brad through. And then just getting inside, just split that open with your finger. Okay. And then bring your strap around and just put your next one in as well. Can be a bit fiddly because they're a bit thick. Let's get that. Okay. Then pushing it in, a hole in the bag, and then opening them up. So that's what you're going to do. Okay? So I'm going to come off camera, do the other side, and then come back. Okay, so I'm back and I've just popped on the second handle. So that's what we've got so far. I'm just going to zoom back out a little bit. So then the bow, I'm going to use hot glue. So find the front, and you'll know the front by the front of the stitching. And then just decide where you want your bow. So I'm just going to go straight for the middle. So I'm just going to put some hot glue on. Okay. And then I'm just going to centre that in the middle of the bag. Like that. And there you go. That is your little gift bag. And you can put some cute little things in. I put some shreddy stuff in, but you could put a little glue in. I bet that'll fit in. See? Just get your hand there in and just give it a little, just push it. Not too hard, obviously, it is only card, but just push it around and then you'll be able to add your little gifts in. But like you can see, they do open up. The thinner, this is thinner card, so the thinner, the more pliable, the better. The more give it'll have, really. So that's it. I really hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. You can make it in any size, like I said, as you can see. And I'm going to have a little bit more of a play with the larger one, I think, and use some thinner paper. But yeah, let me zoom out. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. And yeah, see you again next time. Bye.